Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. So today we've got a pickup test. I have two standard Stratocasters here. They're both the same with the exception of course, paint jobs, obviously, and some, little upgrades. We've got staggered pickups in the one on the left here. This is a completely stock Stratocaster. I just bought this at Long McQuaid yesterday. It was on their Black Friday sale, and I thought, well, for 179 bucks, can't be that bad. And it's a really beautiful metallic black body. I thought, wow. So it's got factory stock pickups in it, which are staggered style. Same pickups actually that came with this one originally. Anyways, so 5-way switches on each Strat, obviously. Now these are standard Squire Strats, still Stratocaster, still Fender product, of course. But this guitar is 100% bone stock. And the only thing I've done to this thing is put a new set of strings on it. I've done a complete setup. I set the radius. And believe it or not, this is the weird part. They say, I think it was 9 or 9.5 radius on this thing. They're full of it. It's actually a 12. I checked with my radius tools and this thing comes out as a 12, and so does this one. So they're both got the exact same radius setup. Now as far as intonation goes, no two guitars are going to intonate exactly the same. These are actually pretty close to each other realistically, but there's still some differences between them as far as intonation goes. But anyway, so that's number one. And the other one, of course, is the one I've had for quite a while. Now this has got a really nice red and black burst to it, tortoiseshell pick guard, multi-layer, of course, same as the other one. Now this one has vintage coil pickups in it that are alnico 4. Now this Strat is alnico 5, which is what these Strats come with, is alnico 5 pickups. Generally, like I said, staggered. Now, what I have done here, though, to make things more tonally fair, is I've taken all the measurements from these pickups and I've duplicated them here. So the pickups are exactly identical to each other as far as you can get it anyways, for being identical. But they're both set up identical for the angles and heights, so that part's going to be very fair that way. The difference is, of course, these are flat poles. They're not staggered in height. They're all one level each. So that's going to be the difference. And we're going to do a sound test on these things with my Katana 100 watt 1x12 amp. And we're going to start out with doing clean with both. And then, of course, we'll move on to some more crunchier stuff. And we're going to try the acoustic simulator effect as well to see which pickups actually do sound better as far as an acoustic simulator goes, because the acoustic sims are very tricky as it is to get them dialed in, and you dial it in on one guitar with a set of pickups, it's not going to sound that great on the next guitar, okay? And going from alnico 4s to 5s or ceramics or humbuckers, etc., splitters, it's all going to be different, right? So you kind of gotta tweak it each time you're changing to different types of guitar setups in order to get the best possible sound. Now, being single coils, of course, they have much less output compared to humbuckers. So the amp settings here are gain at 930, volume is maxed, bass, mid, treble are all at 12, got a little bit of reverb on here. No effects other than we have the reverb at about 10 o'clock and we have the presence at 12, and we're on the 100 watt range with the master 9 o'clock. Okay. Both of them, the bridges are decked, so the whammy only works one way, but we're not doing whammy stuff. And I do have roller bearing string trees on this Strat, where, like I said, that one's completely stock. Let's try bridge and middle now. Okay, let's turn on that acoustic simulator, and we're going to put it at about 10 o'clock, starting on the bridge. Bridge and middle. Middle. Middle and neck. Okay, now as far as going with the blues driver, the overdrive, and the distortion, we are putting that all at 12 o'clock. So, overdrive. And distortion. Okay. So that is our Strat with the Alnico 4 pickups. And they are vintage clean pickups, they say. Apparently noiseless as well. Well, there's a hint of noise, not much. Very minimal. I've heard worse out of single coils. So, let's get this little puppy tuned up. Now, being that these strings just went on yesterday, they still have a little bit of stretching to go through, but not much. Wow, that's held pretty good. That's impressive. Okay, same thing. So, now this is completely stock, the way you get it off the shelf, minus the fact there's a proper setup on it, new set of strings, radius has been set properly. I don't know what it is, but for some reason every single guitar I've bought, whether it's been from Long McQuaid, Music City, a used one from somewhere, doesn't matter, I've always had to do intonation setups, I don't know. Anyways, it's the way it goes, right? It's part of the thing. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys, when I bought my first standard Strat, the one on my right here, it had these pickups in it, and I really didn't care for them much. And because it was kind of like, well, I don't know, they sounded kind of not quite there, you know what I mean? And I've tried, of course, this guitar on many different amplifiers, and you know, you guys know the amount of gear I go through. If you've been watching any of my music videos, you know I go through a boatload of gear every year. And I'm still kind of working out the bugs of what really works for me and my sound and what I want to do on top of that, etc. And I gotta tell you, with the Mark II, that clean on this guitar with these pickups really sounded nice. Alright, so let's go over to the acoustic channel. These also appear to have a little more output too than the 4s, and these are alnico 5s. what I'm hearing with the acoustic sim, this guitar, the stock one that I just got, sounds much more nicer with the Alnico 5 Staggereds with the acoustic sim. Definitely a huge plus there. Now I still have my original pickups, but I'm not putting them back in there. Not a chance. If anything, I'm going to get some more, another set of upgraded pickups, still with having at least 2 single coils, and maybe get myself a humbucker. Not a coil splitter either. I want like a straight humbucker. Kind of like make it into a, you know, an HSS, like, but, you know, with a Strat size type pickup. This way I don't have to modify anything. But yeah, this is sounding really, this is very impressive. Okay, so let's go over. Now let's start with that Blues Driver channel. Wow, that's louder. Very nice. Throw that little bit extra in because I'm really liking this. This is kind of really nice. Nice and tight too. I'm getting impressed here. I've never played a stock standard Strat on the Katana Mark II series. You know, I had the Mark I, and it was like, you know what I mean, right? This is like so much nicer. Anyways, I'm getting impressed. So, let's try some overdrive. That I screwed up. Pretty good. Okay, so next is distortion. Now, this thing keeps impressing me. Here comes the buzz, and I say single coils. Anyways, I'm getting pretty impressed with these pickups in this guitar, with this amp anyways. I've been playing around with this guitar a little bit on my orange amp with my Boss GT100 board, and it's kind of like, well, you know, I mean, totally different voiced amp. I gotta try the GT board on the Katana next and see how this Strat does. But I tell you, just using the Katana's built-in effects, and these are the factory setups, okay? Even the acoustic sim, I didn't adjust anything. I just, right factory, just adjusted it, set it to, you know, acoustic sim for the effect, right? And yeah, this is pretty much impressing me quite a bit right now. There's a typical shrill of a Strat. Now I am using the same pick as I did with the other guitar as well, by the way. These are like a 0.53 millimeter cat's pick, so they have the little grippies on it. Very shrilly. So that shrill is very present, and of course this is one of the things that I'm not a massive fan of, the high-pitched shrill of a Strat, but you can fix that by just, messing with your settings, dialing things in, and, make yourself a patch that way so it's not so shrilly. Or you can also, pull down your tone control, whatever, that sort of thing. Now, overall though, I am actually pretty impressed with this Strat. Now, I'm not playing a whole bunch of wild, crazy stuff either, and I'm just trying to also keep the video as informative as possible and as short as possible at the same time, okay? It's to give you a baseline of these pickups between them. Now, the pickups that are in this Strat here, okay, the vintage pickups they call them, I got these out of Bang Good for I think they were like 14 bucks. And they're alnico 5 pickups, or sorry, alnico 4 pickups. And they're just like a straight across pole set, so they're not staggered. And I thought, you know what, for 14 bucks, how good can they be? And they are really good pickups. They really honestly are good pickups. I do not regret my purchase on them. I think they're great. But I think I will change the bridge over to a humbucker when I find a humbucker that I like. I've had the dual rails before. They're okay, but I want something different this time. This is the guitar that I'm going to actually dress certain things into. This guitar I'm probably likely going to stay completely stock with, but for this video I wanted to make sure that this guitar was completely stock. Like, I haven't even put Shaler strap locks on this thing yet, okay? But anyways, I definitely got my money's worth and then some. This is a very nice guitar. We'll be doing a review on this, by the way. But definitely impressed with the staggered poles. I'm still impressed and still very happy overall with the alnico 4s in this particular Strat. This is probably my favorite Strat between them because it has the kind of look that I really love. And I really love the black too. I mean, they're both awesome. I love them both. This would probably be my favorite of the two. But we all have our favorites, right? And then they go down the line. But anyways, this is still a really awesome Strat. I really like it, But like I said, I'm going to end up changing this to a humbucker on the bridge down the road. They both have 2-pin bridge system, by the way. That's because they are both the exact same guitar, with the exception of pickups. Colorful knobs make no difference, okay? I mean, that has nothing to do with your sound. They have the same saddles, same, you know, springs. They each got 3 springs. 942 for the string gauge, D'Addarios on each. These strings are not more than probably about a week and a half old, where these ones are like, you know, a day old. But that makes no difference, really, you know. But anyhow, let me know what you guys think as far as which one you like the sound of better. $14 Alnico 4 pickups out of China, or these staggered ones that come with it. And I'd like to hear your guys' opinions, what you thought of each one. I don't take an account for wood on any electric guitar. I am not a tone wood believer. I personally, no offense, I know better that it makes no difference when it comes to a solid body electric guitar, and very minute in an acoustic, but it is there at least in an acoustic. You know, so same guitar, different paint jobs, different colored pick guards, you know, I mean, that's just, you know, cosmetics. That's nothing to do with anything else. But and they're all potted pickups too. Both guitars, the pickups are potted, so they're not microphonic, okay? You know, but both really nice guitars either way. So, now I do seem to be favoring this Strat, the new one. I am favoring this one for the clean is pretty much the same on both. I think they're both just really nice clean. The acoustic simulator I find is nicer with the stagger pole Alnico 5s as opposed to the 4s with the straight poles across. So that was one thing. There's a little bit more output out of these pickups in the new guitar than there is in 5s, or in the Alnico 4s, sorry. Keep saying 5. Anyways, the Alnico 4s are a little bit lesser output. Okay, these are a little hotter, all right? Other than that, overdrive, blues driver. The blues driver, they're pretty much about an equal thing on, I think. When it comes to the overdrive and the distortion, it's kind of hard for me to really decide which one to really go with, you know? I mean, there's just that little difference of an edge of bite, you know what I mean? And so I can't really say which one I would favor the most on that. But let me know what you guys thought. Now, again, when it comes to anything audio on YouTube, please use, you know, a decent set of headphones, earbuds, you know, studio monitors, or decent computer speakers on your computer to get the best sound reproduction for playback, and you'll enjoy the experience that much more listening to people playing guitar or whatever. And this is just recorded on my camcorder as always in the last little while. I've been doing it this way, and this way it picks up my room acoustics with my amp, my setup, and everything else. So that's kind of how things kind of flow audio-wise that way. So there's nothing edited or trickery going on or any of that sort of stuff. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more gear videos as they come. Stay tuned also for my review on this Strat as well. And we're going to go through some more tones with it, of course, during the review. Just a little bit. And I'm going to tell you how I really feel about it and all. But before I do the review on this, I'm going to spend a little bit of time on each one, you know, in the next little bit, you know, give them each a little fair shake and really see if I can develop an opinion per se in the wholeness of them, right? Because I already know where I sit on this one. Let's see what this one is going to be like in the overall, right? And I did do a demo and review on this one, I believe, with the original stock pickups too. So you might want to check my channel for that, and you can see how that went. But I am hearing some differences, of course, being that I'm on a Katana Mark II as well now. So that's actually thinking like, oh wow, there's some definite difference here. So anyways, thanks again. Catch you on the next one. See ya.